I'm looking forward to pop up as a live.
And you lie, baby.
Well, hello, hello,
Hello,
hello,
hello,
hello.
hello.
Welcome. Hey, hey, girl, hey. So we are here for our second episode of Single Mommy Hustle. Yes. Yay! You like that, Sean?
Yay! Yay!
Great.
Sing out somebody. Yay!
Okay, we have a special person with.
Yay!
That is Mr. Miles Dixon. I'm still looking on here for where the live is on the Facebook.
It should be on your page.
On the business page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't
Single
pop up.
mommy hustle.
Yay! It's on! Yay!
Yeah,
Facebook
it's
single
on.
mommy hustle.
Yeah, it's on there.
It's on.
I can't share it.
Yay!
All right, y'all gotta turn that stuff down.
I
We
gotta turn it
live.
down.
Who is that?
That's me. Yay!
Okay. Anyways, so we're here. We're ready. We're very excited right now to do our second episode. I need to take my shades off so you guys can see me.
Yes.
Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. So today is August 27th.
Yay! It's on! Yay!
And we
Facebook single
are,
mom.
What is that?
Yeah, it's on there.
Is it a delay?
okay, we are broadcasting live here on Facebook and Instagram. Today, we do have a very special guest all the way from the DMV area. First of all, my name is Erica. I am the owner of I Am Evidence, the I Am Evidence brand, Supreme Transitions nonprofit here in Detroit that assists survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault in becoming totally self-sufficient in 5 core areas. We also have our co-host, LaShawn.
Hey everybody.
Go ahead, Shawn, and tell us who you are.
My name is LaShawn Gilmore. I am the mother of 3, grandmother of 2, and I know a little bit about the single mommy hustle.
Okay, single mommy hustle. Let's get it started tonight. And so tonight, we have a very special guest. She's very near and dear to my heart. My very own sister, Miss Alicia Murria RDH. Alicia is coming from the DMV area. She's lived in some of everywhere out there, so I don't even know where she lives anymore. So, but I'm very proud of her. I'm proud of her accomplishments. I drove her there when she moved out of state. It broke my heart to see her go.
I didn't know that.
I did. I drove with my sister, and I had
You
to come
slept.
home alone. I had to come home alone without the other half of Team Supreme. So, Alicia, if you don't mind, would you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself and your nonprofit organization, Hygienist for Humanity?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Alicia Murria. I am proud to say I'm the sister of one of the co-hosts here, Erica Murria. I'm a clinical dental hygienist. I've been practicing for 8 years. I'm in the DC area, right between DC and Baltimore. I moved out here 8 years ago to try my best to advance my career. There wasn't a lot of opportunities for me as a dental hygienist in Detroit, and I figured I would come out here for about 8 months. I did a whole lot of networking, got a chance to get to know some people, got involved with some dental hygiene societies, and from there, I've been able to really just excel.
Isn't she beautiful?
That's really
Look at
it
that
in a
glow.
nutshell.
Let's just
You
pause
I
and talk
was,
about that glow. Go ahead, glow.
Yeah, you glowing, girl.
What is that? Fruits and berries? What is
Right.
Yeah, so I've been on this hustle of trying to live out my purpose and live out my dream and help people understand that dental hygiene and dentistry is not optional, but it's absolutely necessary. So I'm working towards my master's degree. I have a nonprofit called Hygienist for Humanity. I'm writing a book. I'm also a published author in several dental hygiene publications. I've been on several
Mhm.
magazine covers. I've really been trying to climb the ranks and let people understand that I'm from the city of Detroit. I want to put on for my city. I want to help people get the access to care that they
Hey.
actually need.
Look, let them know, Jeezy.
Put on.
So great. So today we will be talking about, is it possible for an alpha female and an alpha male to coexist in a relationship? And we'll also be talking about COVID and dating. Dating is already hard. COVID made it a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, I want to know how that worked.
Right, because Sean got a whole situation, right? I'm single. Like, Sean is unmarried single,
Yeah,
but
I'm in a relationship
Yes.
for several years.
How
so-
many years?
It's been a minute.
Girl.
Like 6 or so.
He ain't listening to this. I don't want, because he don't want
No,
hear,
he's not listening.
I don't want him to hear my voice. I'm like, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so it's
been a
more than
minute.
dating. We're in a relationship.
Yeah, y'all
living
live together.
Yeah,
Y'all building back porches and shit.
yeah. Well, he built. I just watched. But
And bought him iced tea.
Right. You just
yeah.
did talking about
What
you
you
did
need,
good,
Daddy?
baby. You did-
Hercules.
right. So that's why I said for y'all, I'm asking y'all, like, what is it like to be? It's COVID, quarantine, you know, all that stuff, and dating.
And Alicia asked me a crazy question.
Yeah, I asked her. I said, so what is like dating and sex like during COVID? Are you wearing a condom and a mask?
Well, you know what, Sean?
Let
I
me know
can't
how
answer
that
that
works.
question because I've been celibate. I've been celibate since January, and I thought it was real funny that COVID happened. And I'm like, okay, God.
Easy.
Right.
Okay,
Ooh,
guys.
yes, he made it.
Yes,
Yes,
so
he
I don't
did.
know. I just wear masks.
Won't he do it?
Nothing going
Won't
down.
he do it? He made it easy for you, girl.
That's so funny. So, well, look, I don't even know what to say behind
Yeah,
celibate.
Locked up a
Right,
whole
I was
lot
like,
of opportunity to
ooh.
get seen. They're like, she did what? She doing nothing? Oh, okay, we good. Don't stay single.
Right.
God was like, come through with your single celibate self.
Yeah.
That's
He
a-
made it easy for you. You go at home, you know,
Right.
alone.
Alone.
You can't go out. So
So before we move forward, I still got to give a shout out to our engineer, the beautiful Miss Tanisha. I have her saved. That's Miss T.
Oh, thank
Tamisha.
you so
Miss
much.
Tamisha.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Hey.
It's an M. Tamisha.
Tamisha.
Yeah.
Okay, correct me.
Girl,
What you say?
you gonna have me saying the
Tanisha.
same thing.
Oh.
She can hear
it's
you. She
okay.
got headphones on.
Right. But anyway, so I love Miss Tamisha. I got her saved this to Miss T. Can you just give us a little bit about who you are and what you're doing here?
I am Tamisha Michelle. I have a business called Tamisha Michelle Productions.
Okay.
I am engineering here at Podcastic, and I also host, co-host a show called the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's about it. I'm a writer. I'm a creator. So that's what I do.
All right.
And so, Miles, Kaylin is on here on Instagram.
Yay,
She said, hey.
Kaylin, hey, Kaylin, yay!
You know you
That
crazy.
voice
Oh, my
is
cousin.
hilarious.
Chimed in.
My name is Miles, yay!
Nut. So I did ask Miles to come on in and join us just so people won't feel like we're male bashing while we talk about alpha
Right.
females and alpha males. I do think that Miles is an alpha male.
I
Very alpha to be exact. And so what is it like being an independent woman, pursuing your goals and dating? Like, and then you actually run into someone who's very dominant, very alpha, very strong, opinionated. He has his own thoughts about how things should be. You know, what are we doing? How do you deal with dating someone that is kind of like you met your match?
Hopefully you
Y'all
can.
don't talk at once.
Right.
Hopefully you can balance each other out somehow.
Somehow. Do you
Yeah,
think
but
that
how-
you and your guy, you think he's an alpha male, or do you think that you're more? Because you're a Leo,
Yes.
so we're born leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Team Leo in the
So
house.
Team Leo, I say yes. He is an alpha male. He's an
What does that
Aries
mean?
too.
He's an Aries.
Mm-hmm.
They have tender hearts.
Yeah, they do. But very strong mind, you know. So we had to kind of, like I said, meet in the middle. It had to be a compromise. It had to be a compromise somewhere, you know,
So-
eventually, because it is a lot of back and forth. It's
Okay.
the struggle.
I don't get
Because
that
I'm
from
dominant,
him.
and then
He seems so laid back and
he
chill.
is very. That's the, you know, that's why I said the balance come in. He is,
Okay.
but so
But see, I'm very over the top extroverted Leo. Very.
That don't even sound right.
I am over the top extroverted Leo.
So you bend over backwards, and just to mess up somebody's day.
No, to make
we
it
don't do that.
better.
We'll do
to
that.
make it better. I'm a very loving, giving.
Yes, we are.
I am. Leos love. Leos are the
We
best.
love hard.
We
Y'all
love
do.
very hard.
I would tell you a secret. From 1990, from 1988, 1998 to 2007, all I really dated was Leo.
See, we the best.
No,
Well-
I'm not, y'all the best at loving when y'all want to love.
Oh,
When it comes to receiving, y'all have a rejection mechanism. Y'all do. Y'all have a
I don't
rejection
agree.
mechanism. No, I know you wouldn't. Most Leos wouldn't. Because you're not agreeing. She like, I kind of feel that part. Only because Leos, once y'all, a man can't be in a routine with a Leo. If he give you flowers on Wednesdays and he do it often, you be like, okay, these damn flowers enough.
That's real.
No,
Now that is
I'm
real.
being honest with you.
That is very
And
real.
then you be like, okay, baby.
Don't overflower me.
Here's a flower with ice cream. You're like, okay, I'm getting fat. I'm no.
What you trying to make me fatter?
Exactly.
That be happening in the back of your
in your
mind.
head.
Yeah.
Leo's thinking like, wait, is he trying to poison me? Did he sprinkle some dust on this?
No.
He get me addicted to cocaine, ain't he?
Just a little cocaine. You put something on it.
But Leo,
Trying to trap me.
I actually was very attracted to Leos for a long while because y'all will fix your own oil if y'all want to. Y'all change your own tire. Y'all get into the
Well, I'm
modes
not
with-
doing none of that
Oh
shit.
no, what Leo you? Because I'm not doing that.
I said that's when I was younger though. When
Oh.
y'all, come on, when y'all was
I
younger,
don't
y'all ain't do that.
Never.
No.
I met a Leo.
I have never
I've
changed
never
my
changed
oil or
my
even
own
thought
tire,
about it.
my own
No.
oil.
No lie, I dated a Leo, right? She like said, okay, well, baby, just pull on up. We go and get your oil change. She said, okay. She went into what was the old one? Anyway, Auto Start or whatever, AutoZone. She went and got some oil, pulled up in the back of my side of my garage, cranked her own stuff up and changed her own oil.
Now, see, if you piss me
No.
off, now, see, that's one thing. Now, if you do piss me off and I've asked you or I've said, hey, I need, hey, I want to, hey, if I've said it like a couple times, I will pull up with all my shit and do it and be like, you didn't help me.
Well, she probably went through that in her life
Okay.
with somebody else.
So
Me, I'm not going to do none of that stuff neither, but I pay for it.
Okay.
right, I
See,
pay
I
for
just-
it, but I'm
well,
spoiled. Like
very
you do
spoiled.
that.
Very-
I'm not doing that.
I need you to do all of that.
I need you to do all of that, and he does it.
So okay, Team Leo has to tone down a little bit because it's now we have entered the Virgo season. Alicia, her birthday is coming up.
Oh,
right.
Lord, Virgos are dangerous.
Oh Lord,
They'll move to D.C. on you.
They will pursue a goal on you and achieve it.
Oh yes,
and
Tell 'em,
accomplish it.
sis.
Come on, Alpha.
Well, glory to God.
So I mean, I think Alicia. So what has the dating scene been like out there? Because we can all talk about Detroit, right? What has the dating scene been like out there where you are?
So in this area, there are the ratio for men to women is just it's not balanced. So if I'm not mistaken, there's one woman there's 3 women for every 1 man. So the men pretty much have to pick up the litter. And this is the first place I've ever been. Well, this is my first time ever living outside of Detroit, but this is the first place I've ever been where Black people just look good. Like
Okay.
young Black
The
people
chocolate
look
city.
good.
Chocolate
So
Chocolate
like I'm
city.
talking about lawyers owning like 5 bedroom homes, got pools in their backyard, and we all in our 20s. This was like when I first moved out here, I was in my 20s. So it was just like a different look. I started realizing like the kind of guys that I were dating were of a different caliber. Like I dated a guy who was a Secret Service agent. Dated a guy who was a Supreme Court, he was an intern for the Supreme Court Justice. I meeting interns at Capitol Hill. So it's just a different level of men out here. But what I will tell you is because they have the pick up the litter, they're little boys. They don't. I would be willing to say that they're alpha men, but they are not communicating. And it's almost like it's just playtime because they have all of these successful young Black women that look good and they just playing around. That's been my experience.
So
I have been in a relationship for 5 years. I've been single now for the last 3 years. I've been out here for 8 years. So the guy that I was with, I thought he was an alpha male. Maybe he was, but maybe I was more alpha than he was, and it just didn't work out.
You alpha and omega.
Beast.
Don't hurt him, sis.
Beast.
That's my real sister. What? He said, and they real sisters.
Shut up, Erica.
When I was out in DC, and she right, DC have a young population that they grow because they grew up in a government basis.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But Baltimore, yeah, I would get my bus ticket back quick. I'd be like, let me go home.
Wow.
I will only be in the harbor area in Baltimore.
Okay.
The-
Now, see, when I visit my sister, she's always had like very nice places, and she's taken me to really nice places. I just don't see the type of people that I'm attracted to in that area. Maybe I'm just attracted to a different type of dude.
Because
You
you
like
want to
thugs.
You know, and it's funny you say that. When I first moved out here,
Thank you.
when I first moved out here 8 years ago, I found myself being attracted to the Detroit swag. And I was
Okay.
all about, I'm from Detroit and you got to know I'm from here. And nope, I don't fit in and I'm happy I don't fit in. Then it got to the point where I'm just like, I kind of just want to be a normal person and I don't want to stand out. I want to fit in. So I turned my mind changed about the kind of guys I was attracted to. So it's funny. One of the guys that I dated, and Erica, you know him, was from Detroit. And I was attracted to the whole
Your
Detroit
volume went down,
swagger and
Alicia. What happened to your volume?
I was attracted to the
shit.
Detroit
Okay.
swagger,
Go ahead.
the whole Detroit vibe and everything. And he didn't. It just wasn't a good fit because he wasn't where I was going. He was where I was
That's
from.
real. Come on. Yes.
Yeah, that's a
So
word.
you have to find that balance, right? And somebody that is actually going or trying to go. You guys have like minds, right? Like ambitions, like goals, something to connect with, you know, on a different level than just a sexual attraction or what can I get from you? What can you get from me type of thing. So you said a good word in what you were saying. You used the word communication. I think communication is a big deal and understanding people's languages. What do you think, Sean?
Yes, I think so. It's key because I can't read your mind. I need you to tell me what's going on.
Like, use your words, baby.
Right.
And I personally, I'm not attracted to anybody that's my age. I just turned 37. I think I've talked to men that were always at least 10 years older than me since I was in my 20s. Like, I can't deal with anybody that's my age, that doesn't have any experience, that doesn't know life, doesn't know like the hustle, the game, the ins and outs, haven't made no connections. Because I am an alpha female, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm always on the grind. So I need to be able to grow from you. Although I am an alpha female, I still need to glean and learn, you know, from you.
Right.
Yes.
So if you want to be this alpha leader, well, you got to lead.
That's
you know,
right.
you got to be able to step up on top of my strongness. If that's
Right. Put some strong into my strong.
put some strong into my strong point. Yeah.
And I think a lot of it comes from our background, Erica, not having our mom, and I wouldn't say raising ourselves, but being independent at an early age. You look for people who are equally independent. Something that I just came to the realization of is there's not going to be many guys that match my hustle. So when I think of an alpha male, to me, an alpha male is a man who can support my hustle because I can barely match my hustle most days because I'm grinding so hard. So I don't think it's possible for another human being on this earth to grind harder or as hard as I do. So what, to me, a sign of a strong man or an alpha man is one that knows he has an alpha woman. And the biggest example that I can provide is Barack and Michelle.
Okay.
And if you think about Barack and Michelle,
balance.
she was a powerhouse by herself. She was a accomplished attorney. And then here she goes, start dating this amazing Black man who was also an accomplished attorney who started to chase his dreams and his careers in politics. And then he went to run for president. So imagine an
Or
alpha
senator
woman
first.
like Michelle Obama saying, nah, I'm trying to run for president. I know that I can be
Right.
president.
Right.
And it's like, what would have happened with Michelle and Barack had she been like, you know, trying to buck the system? Like, nah, it's my turn to shine. But what she did was, I'm assuming they communicated, but she scaled it back a little bit and said, you know what,
You
Barack,
have
baby,
to.
you got it.
You do.
You run. And guess what she did in the White House? She was still an alpha female, and she was running that part of the household and what a first lady should be doing. And she did it seamlessly.
Yes.
So I feel like an
Come
alpha
on,
man.
God.
use them nerves,
Yeah.
baby. How did she do it? Seamlessly.
I feel like
Seamlessly.
she and Rock are a prime example of what an alpha man and an alpha woman should be. That's what an alpha man and an alpha
love
woman
it.
should look like. And I
Very
say that a
true.
lot
Right.
to guys that I
Rock is a
date.
Leo. He's
Like
an August Leo.
it's just a matter of
You're
us
August Leo.
combining
I'm
forces
August Leo,
and
too.
really killing the
Why you
game.
balling up your face?
Because
You was almost there a couple more days. Vanessa just would have, you know,
well,
been right there.
flipping when it comes to male and female on the same sign, they like flip flop attitudes.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I got a friend, he's Scorpio, but he ain't nothing like me because he's an early bloomer Scorpio.
It's a difference.
I'ma
It's a
say-
difference between a July and August.
Yeah,
Leo. It's a big
yes.
It
difference.
is. I agree.
And then like Sean is closer to that Virgo, so she kind of got some of those tendencies like a Virgo. I love Virgos. My sister and my mom are Virgos.
I think the truth of the matter is that early Leos are more loving. Later, people going into August, they loving, but they only gonna love you so much.
And you know what? I think
They
even,
selfishly love.
like
Is
even
that true?
No, that's not true.
You don't think so?
I don't.
Did you
think
say
so.
selflessly?
No, he said selfishly that we
love.
selfishly
Like they
see that about
love you for they love you for what they love you for, and anything outside of that, I don't like that part. And they'll tell you. The Leos the ones that was in July, oh, they love me to death.
Unapologetically.
They love me to death.
And I think that it's to a fault. It's to a fault.
This how crazy it is. I had a 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, and 29 Leo. Them was all they all go straight in order. They love me to death. But them other Leos, oh Jesus. They're like, oh, so you ain't gonna fix my car?
See,
I
July
don't
Leos
know. I
are
don't
different
have
though.
to ask that.
But so I
gotta
do
ask
have a
that,
question. I have a question. So my question is, do women have to pay dues in dating?
Ooh,
Yes.
Alicia, what are you thinking?
why?
What the hell is a do?
Right.
No,
Yeah,
But you
Because
feel what
you
I'm
said pay
saying?
dues.
do you have to put in work in like the man
gotta
have
put
to
in
put
some
work?
work.
Yeah, I agree you do
Yeah.
because it takes two.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you do have to put in
I
some work.
disagree. I respectfully disagree. I feel like my job is to be myself, and I don't have to prove shit to you. And
Damn.
at the end of the day, if you can seamlessly fit into my life and I can match yours, then there's nothing to prove. Why do I have
See,
to
that's
pay a
that alpha
due?
right there.
Oh.
I don't have to
that
pay
boss.
nothing
That's
to
that
you.
lady
I don't have
boss
nothing
right
to
there.
prove. And if it don't work out, it don't work out. And guess what? I know the plans that God has for me.
How about that?
Well,
Yeah.
What is that?
So
Damn.
There's a lot to go on with that because I just look at it like this. When a man loves a woman, like my past relationship, I loved everything about her, but she only accepted certain things about me.
you hurt over there. You hurt. You sound a little
No,
hurt.
He talking about
About Leo. You surrounded by Leos and you over here talking about your past Leo and her changing her own oil.
Don't
You
do
got
it.
a whole
Because see,
vendetta
like,
against
that's gonna trigger
Leos right
something in me.
now.
First of all, my
'Cause I
past,
just had
the
to
one
tell
I'm talking about wasn't
somebody.
a Leo. The past I'm talking about wasn't a Leo. She was a Gemini. That's why I know it was crazy. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not hurt. You moved to DC, so I'm not as hurt as you. So don't get me started, okay?
Don't come for me, boo boo. Don't
Hold
come
on.
for me.
Let me tell you
Okay,
something.
so this was what I was gonna say. Like, not when you saying paying dues. I'm just saying, like, if you're in a relationship, you both got to put in the work.
Yes,
It
always.
takes two to make that
Always.
relationship. Is what
So
I'm saying.
I'm
I'm not saying I
learning.
gotta give more than you give or
No, and we ain't
whatever.
no tally marks either.
Right.
Right.
But I do feel like it has to be reciprocated.
Yes.
Because if I'm
Correct,
putting in the work,
yes.
baby, you got to put
That's
in
what
the
I
work
said.
too.
It takes two of us
Yep.
to do it. I'm not doing it all by myself.
Right, and some sorry ass men would sit back and let their woman try to do everything.
Man, and see, I don't have time.
Yeah.
And see,
No,
that's
no,
so
no,
getting
no,
back
no,
to what
no,
we're
no,
talking
no.
about as an alpha female. I don't have time for that. I ain't got time to coddle your ego.
Nope.
Me
I ain't got
neither.
time to stroke your ego.
It is
You
what
gotta
it
be
is right here, what you
self-sufficient.
liking.
You gotta
Yes.
be your self-esteem gotta be intact. All that
Yes.
because I'm gone.
Yeah.
And see, because
Mm-hmm.
of COVID right now, I'm at home.
Right.
But in the real world, I'm gone. I'm out of town. I'm flying out doing trainings, webinars, speaking engagements, all types of. I'm gone.
Right.
My kids are good.
Right.
I have big girls.
Yes.
So I need you to be
Same
okay.
here. I got adults, so
I can't be worried about this. You
And-
cheating, treating, skipping.
my old man at
Dipping
home
and
right now. I'm
dipping
like,
and
hey, I got a
flipping
podcast.
trying to
do
rub it
later.
down and
you
all
like,
that bull.
okay, because
'Cause I'm gone.
Back.
Like
Yeah.
I need you to be self-sufficient. Like I'm gonna
Correct.
take care of the same way I run my household. It's like a business.
Life is a business.
It's a business.
I tell people
So
that
I
all the
make sure
time.
before I leave, everybody good. I'm gonna make sure you good too. But if you can't be here when I'm about to go while I'm packing that bag and sit in that bed and just watch me pack my stuff and
That's
prep my
lame.
stuff,
That's lame.
no, leave me alone because I don't need your help with that. But
What'd she say?
Alicia,
I can't hear.
I've been really kind of just laying on this topic, right? And thinking about what it means to be an alpha woman and also to have an alpha man. And when you ask that question about paying dues, I think that's totally opposite of an alpha man and an alpha woman. I don't think that an alpha man or an alpha woman is looking for somebody to show them anything, because if you look at the definition of an alpha, they're a leader. They're not expecting anybody to do anything for them. So if you don't fit the bill, if you can't sit at this executive board table, you don't belong. And guess what? You ain't going to feel comfortable being around me because I'm an alpha.
Take you in that executive boardroom with me.
Alicia, I hear what you're saying, but there has to be a CEO and a CFO.
That's good.
So you have
Well, he the CFO.
right. That's what and what I'm saying is, this is a problem why most men are intimidated by women. It has been structurally made to where women get better paid jobs, especially if you're of color.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah, it's the truth. More women graduate from college than men.
Wait a minute now.
I'm being honest
Black
with you.
women in general.
Black women in general.
We are earn our men.
Yeah.
In most cases,
And
for
so,
real.
So when you meet a Barack and a Michelle, you only met a Barack and a Michelle. After Barack and Michelle, you go, okay, it's Jay-Z and Beyonce. I mean, that's a large ass jump.
A big jump.
So when I say that, it's just two leaders can be, but you got to lead in different categories.
I agree.
You feel me? So that's why in the business you have a CEO and a CFO and a COO. So these are things that you have to be able, as a leader, you still got to break down. A gorilla is an alpha male, right? A gorilla, silverback, he's an alpha male. He do have an alpha wife. So,
Okay.
I mean, so
Now, even when we talk about Leos, though,
yeah,
because a female lion is the one that secure everything.
exactly.
We take care of everything.
Except for the lion, the only he do is protect,
He
and protect and produce. That's
Come
it.
on, protect and produce.
In most cases, that's
Produce.
what I tell people.
Produce.
Hello.
Produce. Let's say that one more time. Produce.
Can you
Can
do
you
that?
hear
We're
me?
good.
Yeah, but produce don't always mean money. Listen,
We just
This
talking
is
about
real. I'm just saying produce.
produce.
Bring
No,
I
something.
shouldn't have to walk you through the plan.
But that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I don't have
that-
to.
we got a
we don't
mutual
have
And
to
an alpha
do
man,
that.
I don't gotta
I'm
walk you
saying
through
certain
nothing.
stuff I'm not
And
gonna
that's
do.
the other thing I was gonna
do
say.
that.
she got all in the camera. Go
Yes,
ahead.
she did. Go ahead, Wade.
Go ahead.
That's the other thing I was gonna say. I think an alpha man and an alpha woman can coexist if they feel comfortable not being okay around each other. Because
a
I
good
feel like
part.
alpha people,
Comfortability.
Yep.
I agree.
alpha people are okay all the time. They're never not okay. So I feel like the only way it's really gonna work between an alpha man and an alpha woman if they're okay with not being okay around each other. Like you have to have that person that you can be vulnerable with and you don't feel
Yes.
weak. So like a lion or a gorilla ain't gonna be crying in front of the other monkeys and stuff. Like they just not gonna do that.
No.
But when they around each other, they gonna let each other know. Like today was a hard day. Like I was out there slinging them monkeys, I was slinging them little cubs, but I'm tired and my feelings hurt. And I ain't on the line is gonna tell them, look, baby, lay your head on my shoulder and everything will be okay. Tomorrow you're gonna get back at them and you're gonna be growling again, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what it is to me.
Okay.
I
I
agree.
agree with that. So now let's see. How long does it take to really get to know someone?
As vulnerable as that person is.
That's a good
And
word.
I feel like
Look, y'all
I
speaking
feel
good
like if
words,
you
so
are
we need
asking
that.
the right questions, you're gonna know everything you need to know out the gate. I feel like too many conversations are fluffy and they ain't about nothing. They about TV and clothes and your favorite color and where was your last trip and do you have a passport, but you ain't asking questions about your credit score or your saving or your relationship with money or how are you when you get angry or
Right.
where
How
your
are
relationship
you
like
when you
your
get
mother or your
angry?
father.
Mhm.
Yeah, like these are
Is your
all
daddy
real
a dope
questions.
fiend?
I want to get to know. So if I ain't asking the
Right.
right
Your daddy gonna
questions.
be
I'm
asking us to
gonna
borrow
trying to
money.
get to know you
Right.
because men are black and white. They're not feeling the gray area for you. You got to ask the real questions, and they're gonna give you the black or white answer. There's no gray area with the man, so you ain't gonna get to know nobody if you don't ask the right questions.
That's
It's like
right.
an
That's
interview.
real.
Correct.
It's an interview.
Yeah, and,
I agree.
but you have a lot. That's what I'm saying. So male and female, alpha males. I mean, alpha males and alpha females can be together. We can agree to that, right?
Yes.
You agree?
But
Yes.
they have to be in order, and that's another thing. Being out of your comfort zone. If you're alpha male, it's hard to be out of your comfort zone. But if that alpha male has that same thing, like I want to be out of my comfort zone, y'all can match up together. You just saying that, Alicia?
I think the timing has to be right because if
my
you catch
God.
an alpha male on his come up, if you catch an alpha male on his come up, he's speeding to the top and he ain't got time to slow down or not be okay. And the same with the alpha woman. I don't have time to not be okay. So you just got to get in where you fit in. And if you don't fit in,
That's
guess
true.
what? This rocket ship is still moving.
That's right. Cause I'm 40. I'm 48, so I'm speeding up because other things speeding up against me.
You better
so,
slow that thing
The
down.
other thing with time.
You 48.
What you saying? What you just say?
You might hurt something
48.
or yourself.
I have heard something. I got gout. I got high blood
Lord.
pressure. I tell
Well,
you
you
what.
never have a deja vu.
Everybody stretch your hands towards the mouth.
Praise God.
You sound like
Let
you
the
need
Lord
to
come
hang on
within me.
Everybody stretch your hands towards the mouth. He needs a healing.
I need a healing
A
God.
You
continuum.
need to let's turn this into a prayer
Look, I
session.
need
Everybody
one
lay
too.
hands on this brother over here.
I done created
Lift
a
your
child
hold
at the age of 40.
Oh,
help
God.
me, help
Oh,
me,
my
Jesus.
God.
Oh,
no,
God
you
bless
jumped off the
you.
porch.
I mean, the pistol still
This
shoot,
ain't
but
on topic.
damn.
No, you know better.
You just started all over.
You did that 'cause you wanted to do that.
Lord.
No, I
'Cause
made a
see, right
mistake.
now,
Ain't no mistakes
I
at
slipped
48.
up.
no, sir, not at 40. No, sir.
Tell him, John.
You
Tell
know
him,
better at
John.
that age.
Light skin, it came alive. Look at her. I be damned.
No.
The dead has no
The dead
risen.
has arisen.
No, sir, you know better at that age.
But
You did it because you wanted to shoot up the club.
Yeah.
Shot the club up.
You
Nah,
shoot the
it wasn't even that many shots. It was more like, blah. I'm like,
Trick or
yeah,
not treat, trick or not
one
treat.
person. It was just like,
What he say on, he said, put that last gun away.
Right.
Put that last gun away.
well, I wish you
Right.
would.
Doing that little shit.
Wait a minute, hold on. You said little shit and my name. Listen, that's unfair. In the name of God, I rebuke that devil.
You're dumb.
I'm messing around with the single woman club, and they talking about shooting up the club.
Right. He said he shot one person. Well, that's all it took. That's all it
Someone,
took.
please.
That one person got
Call
shot.
911.
And then you got a baby at 40.
It was like a Facebook.
Dang.
Like just like Facebook. I was like, she called me 5.5 months later, said I am
I
pregnant.
rebuke all that. I don't want none of that. 'Cause I got a 19-year-old and a 13-year-old on the 24th. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, you say that.
know I ain't.
You make the right one. His name be Lumberjack. You be like, why they call you Lumberjack? Then you, anyway.
Miles, go home.
And I'm about to,
No.
Alicia, it's nice meeting you,
Don't
Alicia.
do it.
Why you in your Angela Bassett pose?
Don't she look good?
Yeah.
She used shea butter on her skin.
Yes.
She used shea butter. Look at her.
Yes.
That's why it's going to snow like hell this winter in
She
DC.
looking like Maybelline. Go ahead, girl.
That's why it's going to snow like hell in D.C. this year. They had them snowed in about 2 years ago. They couldn't move.
They couldn't move. It was
Whoa.
bad.
Yeah, but anyway, thank you, Erica, for having me on your show.
I appreciate you
enjoyed
hanging
myself.
out with us, Mom.
It was
Most
nice to
definitely.
meet
And
you.
if y'all want any strippers next week, just call
Shut
me.
up.
Let
We
me know.
don't want no
Oh, Lord.
strippers.
Well, they
We
all
don't want no
chill-
strippers.
Tell him to put his
Don't
face in the
strip 'em.
camera. I can't even see his
No,
face.
she wanna see your face.
Child, hey, look, I'm
Put my
sexy.
phone
I
down.
ain't
I'm
He's
gonna
the
take a
fine.
invisible
picture.
I
man
ain't
tonight.
fine. I'm sexy, so it's a different story. I can paint toes and cook. That's it. Other than that,
Damn.
Oh, he
I
won.
like that part, though.
He won. Yeah, you over
Paint the
there.
toes, baby.
That's
Look
alpha
all
right there.
You gotta
all
cook.
out.
All the
she
alpha
like-
men listening. Paint toes.
Yeah. And cook.
and
cook.
cook.
And cook.
Please
Yeah.
cook.
Please cook.
And I even feed you with French forks.
Oh, French forks.
Yeah.
We.
See, most women don't understand what them French forks do. But anyway, yeah, I see you later. Alicia, I see y'all later when I'm in D.C. I only go to D.C. I don't go to Baltimore. Baltimore is the danger zone.
It is.
At the moment.
No,
Yeah.
please. They selling houses for $1.
Ooh.
You get a house in Baltimore for
Where he
$1.
shot the wire? That's what
Yeah,
I
it is.
said.
Yes. Gotta keep
Yeah,
the devil
straight.
way down in the
Girl,
hole.
I'm straight.
And it's real.
I know it is. That's why I said I'm straight.
I caught the bus there. I caught the bus back that same day.
Oh,
I
Lord.
said, I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, but I
See
still
y'all.
want to get
Bye-bye.
back on
Bye-bye.
task. We love you, Miles. Be safe.
I will.
Thank you.
Wrap it up and wear your mask.
Yeah, both.
At the same
At the same
time.
damn
And
time.
stop shooting that little
Hey,
shit.
both of them.
No,
Stop shooting that little shit.
Right. Stop shooting them clubs up.
Y'all
Put
crazy.
that little shit away.
I need to have more shows like that.
Y'all
Yeah.
sick. Y'all sick. All y'all sick. You need Jesus and the healing.
Oh my God.
So,
I'm ready for another one.
with the look, right? Are you winding down? We ain't there yet, but it's
Damn.
Today
So,
my
yeah.
Friday.
You need
Okay,
to get a
Friday.
signature drink. And
We
bring it
do.
up here.
We do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Uncle Nearest
Ooh,
come. My
yeah.
Uncle Favors is gonna come and hang out with us one
I'm
day.
drinking
I got
Barack
a liquor
Obama.
permit for you.
So Barack
Barack
Obama.
Obama. I
So
like
Oh,
that.
yes, Alpha.
Damn.
Alpha.
Well, I'm
Alpha
over
drink.
here with Pat and Ron. You know,
Pat
them,
and
them my
Ron.
bestest.
Pat and Ron, that's Alpha.
Alpha.
Tron.
Pat and Ron.
Pat-
What you sipping on, E?
Tron.
What? We ain't even at the wind down moment yet. But
Oh, well, you brought it up. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
he's
okay.
You want to drink?
I
I'm
just
red
want to
cupping.
sip mine.
Right. I'm
As
red
soon-
cupping
as soon as
tonight,
it starts,
too.
you're like, wind out.
Right.
It's a wind down moment. No. We need that self-care, self-aware self-care. No, what? So I am. It's my auntie Steph's birthday. Alicia's auntie Steph as well. It's our auntie. We got the same mommy and the same daddy. It's our auntie Stephanie's birthday. Happy birthday, Auntie Steph. One of the best aunties on the planet. So in celebration of her and who she has been historically in our lives, I decided that my wind down would be Kendall Jackson Chardonnay.
You love Kendall
You know I love me some Kendall and Jackson. Kendall Jackson go together.
My auntie taught me everything I
I
know.
need to meet
My
him.
auntie told me everything I know. And Auntie Steph like
That's what you
Kendall
bought me
Jackson.
for my birthday. Wasn't
Yes,
it?
ma'am.
Kendall Jackson. I'm gonna have to
Kendall
go on
Jackson
there.
bite back, baby. I like them when they bite back.
Let me wind down with him. See what he's talking about.
So, COVID and dating, though. So, Sean did ask a funny question, but it was a real question. I had to think about it. So, my sister said she was celibate. I have been abstinent for a very long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then,
Yeah, I was about
But
to wait. I was
then,
waiting on
this
that,
nigga said
but
dot.
then- But what happened was
wait, what else I say?
Hashtag.
Tap, tap, tap in. No, I was abstinent for a very long time, and then this 6-year situationship happened. I'm being a little transparent. I got pushed Kendall back.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you are being. Are we on topic here?
We
Stay
are.
focused.
So COVID and dating, right?
COVID
so
and dating, yeah.
I ended the 6-year thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 6-year thing wasn't going anywhere. I'm convinced that only Libras are attracted to me at this point in my life. Like the last 10 years of my life, 4 people I've dated are Libras. Birthday all in the same week except one. He's an October Libra.
Okay. If they have the same characteristics as the other one, I say find you another zodiac today.
They keep running. They flock to me. I got Libra glue on me or something. But I do like Libras.
Okay.
I do like Libras. Libras are very sweet, very loving, very kind.
I
Yeah.
agree, but
So this whole dating thing, right, has been very interesting, especially with COVID. So with COVID, I took it very serious. I didn't play no games. And I shut everything down. So I got rid of 6-year boo, beginning of the year. Tried to get that out of my system. And then COVID hit. So it's been a journey. Then all of a sudden, out the blue,
the
I was-
governor opened everything back up, and here you go.
because I was in the house. I
Right.
didn't go nowhere for quarantine. I just went to the grocery store and home. I wasn't even on Facebook Live. I didn't want
You
nobody
know, it
to see
was a
me.
real thing called quarantine and chill. That was a real thing.
I didn't do quarantine and chill.
People would meet strangers and be like, "Are you quarantine and chilling or not?" And I'd be like, "Or
No.
no."
Or no.
Why would I want to chill with
You're
a
a
stranger on my
stranger.
I
couch?
didn't know that's what that meant because I was using that.
That's what that
hashtag. I
meant,
was sitting there
Sean.
having my little-
Quarantine and chill. No, I'm not quarantining and chilling. I'm really quarantining.
So I said, what?
Right.
No, I didn't quarantine and
news
chill.
to me.
Look, my
you know what I
6-year
would
boo
tell you,
couldn't even
Erica?
come to my house. He was like, baby, what's up? I was like, nigga, you can't come to my house.
Right.
You still go to work. You still dealing
You know
with
what
the
I'll tell
public.
you,
I'm
E?
not dealing with you.
I've been dating on Tinder, and I met my ex that I was with for 5 years on Tinder. And I really wasn't on it. But after, being sheltered in place and not having no real masculinity around, I decided to get back on Tinder. But I will tell you that the conversation changed because we're not talking about where we going or what you wearing or how was work. You talking about real intimate, vulnerable conversations about this pandemic and how we dealing and what we going through and what has it taught you? And you're just communicating on a different level. And I feel like it really just helped me to learn more about what I'm looking for. Is when you don't
do an introspective
a
look.
conversation, what are you looking to talk about? Like, what is it that makes me excited when I can't see you in person? Or what is it that makes me really want to see you in person when it's time to be in person? Because if you hold a conversation, what's the point of us getting together?
I agree with that. And so for me, I was completely locked down though. So I didn't even entertain. I didn't Tinder. I didn't swipe. I didn't Facebook date. I didn't do nothing. My whole focus was on survivors and preparing for.
They do
Yeah,
that
Facebook
too?
got a dating site.
It's a whole little heart at the bottom of your
I be winning on the Facebook date. I be like, dang, they on me. Like back then, y'all didn't want me. Y'all on the Facebook date, like, hey, what's up? What up?
Girl.
What up?
You're so crazy.
I'd be like, no, add me on your real page so I can see who you really are. My kneesy.
Yeah, that's what I be worried about. Like, how y'all do that? Like,
I don't mess around with the Facebook date. I don't deal with internet dating or none of that. None of it. I tried the Tinder, but I tried the Tinder.
But
but I don't have the time to swipe and respond. Like I sat there and swiped. Alicia was telling me about it, and she was getting like great dates.
I'm telling you, I had a whole boyfriend from Tinder. He was a great guy.
And you said y'all relationship was some years, but like 5 years.
5 years.
So I'm like, I'm gonna try it. My sister tried it. She like dating people that work for what's the white lady name in
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton. The man worked for Hillary Clinton. I was like, oh, I'm gonna find me an employee for Hillary.
Not in the DUA.
Right. Girl,
you
where?
You a scammer.
Where, girl?
He a scammer.
He sure is a scammer. That's what he gonna tell you. That's what he worked for Hillary Clinton. But that ain't what he really do.
Right.
Right.
Got him.
Right. Got me one.
Yes. So I'm swiping and stuff, but then they start wanting to talk.
I need a nigga.
I'm like, nigga, I got time to be.
You kind of gotta talk to him, E. You kind of gotta talk to him.
I don't got the time to be trying to respond. Like, bro, meet me in the real world. I don't have time to be stuck and glued to my phone, my laptop. For
that goes
like,
back
I'm
to your
so
point of paying dues. If you meet somebody on the internet, what dues do you have to pay to this person before you get to meet them in person?
Okay.
None. We can talk.
Conversation,
and I'm gonna be myself. And if we decide we're gonna
meet
in person,
but I think that come first. Though.
I get bored with that. That's so
bored
boring.
with what?
The swiping and talking. I be looking at my phone like, nigga.
It do get boring.
What you talking about? Stop saying
another fucking weirdo. Like you're another weirdo. Right. I thought you was cute. Now you gotta be weird.
An interaction. Like
I don't want to text you how I'm doing today.
I was talking to a guy on Tinder.
That's for the kids.
Every day he would tell me what the death tolls were, and I'm like,
who told you what the death tolls were?
The guy I was talking to on Tinder. We never been off of Tinder, but I was like, how do I unsubscribe to these messages? Because he every day was telling me the death toll in Maryland. Like,
no.
Swipe
right. Is it right when you don't like it? Swipe right.
Yes.
I know people out here
when you
now,
don't
like,
like
share me some good news or something. I don't
Tell
want
me
to hear that. Tell me something.
Tell me something. The Lord bless you today. Give me a testimony. Did your stocks go up, baby?
Right. Something other than how many people died today.
I don't want to know about that. I mean, it was so real during COVID. So when they did open the state up, I was still very reluctant, still very safe. I have an underlying health issue, so I have to be extremely safe.
Please, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too much depending on me surviving. So, but then I met this great guy, a Libra, and we're dating, but like we be beefing.
That's not okay. That's not okay. So this is the thing.
Is it beef? I don't really know if it's beef or not.
No.
Because it's dating. This should be the easy part because it's not the relationship.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
I feel
it's
like
in
he's
dating.
scared
it's
that it's a relationship. And I'm straight up like, I never asked you for a title, a ring, nothing. I'm just trying to get to know you. Can you invite me somewhere? Like, baby, I'm not.
But see, that's where
thirsty.
I feel like
That's why you got to set the tone and let them know that's ain't what
Yes.
I'm about. Like
It's
you,
not what I'm
you
Like,
gave
bro,
it.
I just said, can you invite me to the backyard boogie? Can you invite me? I'm only
and
gonna
then
sit
but
by
I
you.
see this is where
You know what I'm saying? Because it's COVID.
why I
So,
gotta ask you to do
but I
that.
ain't gotta ask you to
I
do
shouldn't have to
that.
ask you to do that. If you
Here's
really digging
okay.
me,
I'm
I
gonna give
feel
y'all
like
these 3 things real quick.
Go ahead.
One, a man is only gonna do what he wants to do. You
That's
cannot make
it.
a man do what he don't
Amen.
want to do.
That's it.
Number
Yes,
2, if the
ma'am.
man don't like you more than you like him, it's not gonna work.
That's
And number
it.
3,
Come
right.
he
on.
ain't
I
never
agree.
gonna be more ready if you keep asking him to be
Yes.
ready.
And
So if you
look,
keep asking that man,
I ain't
when you
gotta
gonna take
ask you
me out? When you gonna
nothing.
take me out?
Yeah.
When you gonna take me out?
No,
He ain't gonna
that's
take
what
you
I'm
out because now
saying.
it's feel like a chore.
Not,
shouldn't have to-
and
I
it's a
shouldn't have
chore
to
to
do
even
that.
The
ask.
fact
Look,
that
I'm
I have
holding my
to
head.
ask
It's a chore
is
to
everything I
even
need to say.
ask.
So if I
Right.
have to ask you anything, I don't even want to have a
I don't even
conversation.
want to do it no more.
So
Right.
I'm good. You come to me when you're ready to give me what I
Uh-huh.
need.
Right.
You
That's
already
how
know
I
the kind of
feel.
woman I
And then
am.
you
Until then,
can't
I'ma do
handle
what
it.
I'm
gotta
See,
doing
you
and
gotta
want
what I'm
somebody to
do.
doing.
chase you, but ain't nobody gonna chase you in 2020.
No,
It's a
no,
whole
ma'am.
different breed of
Mm-mm.
women
No,
in
ma'am.
2020.
That's what
Whether
I'm
you an
saying.
alpha
Ain't nobody
female
chasing
or
you.
not,
Right.
we self-sufficient, boo.
Yes.
I'm good by myself.
Yep. I was good by myself.
I was good before I met you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so my thing is the communication. Back to that word. If I notice that your communication is a little off, I may initiate the conversation. But if you run when I initiate that conversation, nah, I'm good. I'm good. So,
I can't teach you how to
but
be an
then
adult.
that goes into my question about the dues. So, is that paying dues or is that just playing the
No.
game of dating?
No.
No, that's maturity and communication.
Let's be
If
clear.
a person cannot communicate with you what their needs are, what their expectations are, what their wants
Right.
are, what their desires are, what their insecurities are, that's immaturity. And you playing games with me until you really ready to be emotionally available. Stay
And
away from
emotional
me.
logic.
Stay away
You
from
have to
me.
have
Like, what's
emotional
the point? What
logic.
are we doing if we ain't talking
Right.
about how you are? Like, how are
Right.
you? Because you affect me ultimately. So if you
At the
going through
end
some
of the
stuff and you
day.
ain't tell me, yeah, no,
Right.
it's gonna affect me and not in a good way. And I don't want you to be next to me, sleeping in my bed, giving me that bad energy.
Yes.
So then the other thing is, do men fear love and
No,
vulnerability?
no.
No.
They want it just as bad as a woman does, but they are
Mhm.
scared for a woman to step on them or shit on them. So a
Mm-hmm.
man wants to be loved and they want
Come
to be
on, T.
vulnerable.
T, look, you should see T face,
Yeah.
Alicia.
She like, mm-hmm.
First you try
Mm-hmm.
and then you trust. Everything that a man is doing is he's trying to see, can he trust you?
Come
So the
on.
small
Come
conversations,
on.
the
Yes,
small
Can I
I
trust
actions,
you?
agree.
he's trying to
Mhm.
see, can I trust you with my deepest, darkest emotional vulnerabilities?
Yes.
Because
I
Mm-hmm.
an
agree.
alpha man is not gonna open up to you and then you step or you
Yes.
shit on him and then he just be like, okay, I'm gonna come back and open up to you again. No, man, he
No.
gonna walk away and go to a woman
Yep.
that's really gonna nurture him and let him know it's
Yes.
okay to be vulnerable.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think it's just a
Agree.
matter of
And so
listening
you
to
do
what
have to
somebody's
create
needs
space,
are.
right? So the
Right.
You do.
listening goes into
And don't be
creating
so
that space.
smothering. Like, don't be around so much that you can't pick up on these small things. Like, you got to be away enough so when you
Right.
get close, you can actually feel it. It's like
Right.
absent makes the heart grow fonder. No,
But guess
actually makes
what?
me
If I'm
feel
your
you.
woman, I can't be your mama.
Mhm.
But I ain't trying to be your mama.
Right. I
I
ain't
can't
trying to be
coddle
your
you.
mama.
I can't.
But
I
I
can't.
don't think that vulnerability means I have to nurture you like a mother. And nurturing doesn't mean maternal. It just
That's
means
good.
sharing emotions. Like, how do you nurture
Emotions
somebody's
and
feelings?
communication.
And communication. That's why I
Communicate.
said you gotta meet in the middle somewhere.
So, are people still hooking up in COVID? Because I'm not.
I'm not. I think they
I'm
are
in a
though.
relationship. And we live
I think they are
together.
though.
And so
Because there are
Sound like
people that are
Betty.
pregnant
There
and they can
are
only
people
be
getting
yes,
pregnant if
it
they have
is
pregnant
people
during
sex
getting
COVID.
and
pregnant.
we had a whole
What
6
was
feet
that?
social distancing.
Oh, I hear now.
Did I break it?
So that's where I think Sean came up with the question about social distancing. Like, are you having sex with a condom and a
And the
mask?
mask, like how that
Are you
work?
doing it from the back? For the 6
That's
feet?
why I say for people that's dating and y'all decide to have sex during COVID. I was just
I'm
asking.
so glad I didn't share this.
Well, first the Lord says abstain until marriage.
Girl, bad.
Okay.
You know what? Here's the thing. The Lord says that He sent Jesus to die for our sins. The reason that I am celibate is because I feel like in this day and age, I'm a giver. So, yes, when you asked about paying dues, my thing is I want to know that you're deserving of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm not saying I'm never going to have sex, but how do I know that you deserve this most deep, most intimate part of me?
intimate
And I'm a
part of me,
giver.
right.
I'm a giver, so I'm gonna give you all of me. But
Because
everybody don't
Right.
deserve all of me,
And
right?
I feel
So
like
let
it's a
me date
mutual
you
thing,
and get
though.
to know
Like,
you before I actually really open up. Because once I open up, I can't close
I
down
can't close
unless I walk
down.
away.
I can't close
You
down.
know,
And that's why I said that mutual thing. It has to be mutual, where I'm not afraid to be vulnerable, and you gotta
And
trust
you-
me. Like I'm trusting you. You gotta trust. You gotta meet me there. You gotta meet me there. And you can't say, well, just because you decided to do it, I'm not. No, you gotta recognize recognize real. You see that I put one foot in, then I'm sliding the second foot in, and I'm giving and I'm giving and I'm giving. Then you're gonna have to meet me.
Right.
But COVID, I feel like people need to take more time again to ask questions. Have you been tested for HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea,
Right.
COVID.
COVID.
COVID?
Yes.
I was just
What?
going to say, I think
My sister's so pretty. Look at her. Go on, girl. Looking like my mama.
you look like our mom. I think this moment, if nothing else, should teach us all that all you have is communication. Because when
That's
you're
real.
6 feet apart and you got a mask on, you can't hear really well. You have to really communicate.
That's
Like, what
real.
does your actions say? What do your words say? What does this mean when you're trying to connect with somebody? Because now relationships are completely different. So, what are we doing now that can really change the game or the dynamic of us dating as single women? I feel like take a step back, look at this person for who they are. Who are you in this pandemic? We all trying to figure out who we are in this pandemic. Nobody in this world has experienced this pandemic before.
Sure
Nobody.
It is
haven't.
new
Nobody
for
in our
us.
lifetime.
So we're all trying to figure out who am I? And that's something that I learned in myself. Like, who am I out here in Maryland by myself, no kids. My whole life is my career, but now I don't have no career because everything's shut down. Like, what am I doing?
Right.
What do I like? Who am I? Like, what kind of guys am I attracting? What kind of guys do I actually like? Because when I was traveling, I'm ripping and running, I'm in the airport every week. It was easy to just be like distracted by this guy who I might not even really like, but he's just around, you know? But now I have the opportunity to slow everything down and actually feel like, do I like the people that I'm around right now?
Mm-hmm.
Do I really know them? Do they really know me? Do they really like me? You know? I just think it's just a matter of just giving yourself grace, but also giving the person that you're dating grace and not
That's
judging.
real.
Don't judge. At the end of the day, I think an alpha man and an alpha woman can be together if they don't judge.
That's
Don't
good.
judge anybody. Like, we are human beings. And I've been on this quest, like, not only being abstinent, but also trying to read the Bible and try to figure out like what my purpose is on this earth. So one of the things that I'm really learning is love your neighbor as yourself. And if
That's
we
good.
really believe that God is inside of us, that means God is inside of Sean, God is inside of Erica, God is inside of Letitia, Tamisha.
I done messed
God
up
is inside
the
of her
name.
too.
That's
So
right, T.
Got us all.
when I honored you, I'm honoring God. So if I want
Right.
to honor God, I gotta love you and I gotta give you grace.
Yes,
Go
yes,
ahead.
God.
Y'all
I'm just
Baby,
saying. So
yeah.
give
Real. That's real.
yourself some grace, give other people grace, and don't judge. Like, we're all going through this thing and it's unique, but it's
Yes.
beautiful and how unique it is that you get a chance to actually see people. Like, you're not looking at the facade because it's a pandemic. We ain't getting our hair cut. We ain't brushing our teeth some days. We ain't putting no
Girl, say
clothes.
that.
So who is the person? Who is the
Yes,
person?
because he got to see all of me. I mean, down to
Period.
the
Because
roots,
I'm not
honey.
doing my hair half the time.
No
Like, this
wig,
ain't
no,
even hair done.
no
Like, what?
closure, no sewing, no nails, no eyelashes,
eyebrows,
Real
no
talk.
eyebrows, no
nothing.
And you gotta
nothing.
know
Manicure,
me
baby,
because-
hard toes.
Just yes, au natural. Okay,
Period.
Oh,
he got
God.
to know all of that. We made it. That's why I was like, wow, like we,
He
even
actually
with
likes
living
me. He can
together,
make it
we
through
were
a
just in the
pandemic.
house for months, no going to work, no nothing, just us.
Okay, so before we get off of here, I do have to ask you guys, what is your SMH moment? A SMH moment is something that made you shake your head this week. If it made you laugh, made you cry, made you mad, whatever it was, what was your SMH moment, Alicia?
Hashtag for the culture. That was my SMH moment. I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw an ad that had a game called Culture Pack. It was for the culture. It was some game that had all kind of Black references. So I tagged somebody that I'd be talking to about this whole culture movement because everybody with this BLM is talking about the culture. So I tagged somebody in that same ad and was like, I like the game, but why for the culture? So the person responded back and said, that's the safe way of saying for Black people. So the maker of the game jumped on our thread that we were having underneath that ad and was like, yeah, it's culturally appropriate and we're honoring the culture of Black people. And I was like, if you're not doing anything directly for the Black community, it's cultural appropriation.
Say that. Those are
you
the
are
words
exploiting
right
the
there.
Black culture. Like, and I just didn't understand it. And then we went back and forth on this whole thread. It's about 7 or 8 comments of me and this owner of the game going back and forth. And I'm like, are you doing anything for the Black community? And if not, why are you like advertising this game as if it's for Black people? Are you even Black? Like, what is this game? And why are we like playing around with Black culture like it's something just to be exploited like that? I don't like it. That's my SMH moment.
Sean, what's your SMH moment?
My SMH moment where I was just shaking my head is this is for the Black men out here that refuse to pull their pants up. At the ATM, dude in front of me, now he's not even bent over. He's standing straight up, and I could just see the crack of his ass.
No.
And I'm like, I don't want to see that. And then you, as a man, why would you want anybody to see that?
Why you want to?
What if
that
another
draft,
man
though?
was behind you?
Why you want that draft?
Selling it. He might
So
be
that's
selling
what
it.
I'm like. You ass out to me. Like, I know you feel a draft. I know you know it's out. I know you feel it. I'm just, even when they do it when they draws and the pants down, pull your pants up, okay? That's what I need y'all to do. That's my shaking my head moment. I need Black men, young Black men, older. Pull your pants up. Wear a belt.
That's a good
Stop
one.
exposing your underwear. Stop exposing your ass. I don't want to see it. That's it.
My SMH moment was I was on midweek motivation with the great Bishop J. Drew Shear, Greater Emmanuel Church of God in Christ. And he said something. He said, people who are jealous of you will not give you a good recommendation. I was commenting like, yes, Bishop, turn up, be real.
Yeah.
That part right there spoke a major way into my life. It just imparted into my spirit in a whole different way. It's real. That's all I got to say about my SMH moment is that I need people to understand as you are building and growing and expanding your business and things of that nature, people who are jealous of you will not give you a good recommendation. So watch the people around you. Watch your circle, who you call your circle.
Amen.
And
Amen. That's the word right there.
Hey.
And I received that. Are we going to take a drink to that?
Let's take a drink
Yes.
to that.
Keep them squares up
Announcement
in your
as
circle.
we close out.
Keep them squares about your circle.
Alicia, I appreciate you for being on. Those of you who are watching, you can follow my sister, Alicia Murria RDH, at Alicia Murria on all social media handles. You can check out her organization, Hygienist for Humanity, and the great work that they're doing. If you're a dental hygienist and you want to tap into community work and outreach, please tap in, get involved. LaShawn, she is available on social media at IG at Single Mommy Hustle and at Miss Gilmore 74. I am on I Am Evidence brand, I Am Evidence t-shirts, Supreme Transitions, Erica Murria. Hi, I'm Erica. We love you and we'll see you next week on Thursday. Thank you and have a great night.